welcome back to my channel. So today, Chelsea and I
Hey guys.
will be filming a video called What I Learned, or What We Learned,
Yeah.
or 7 years of high school. You know, we just graduated high school. Make sure you watch my vlog, it's up on my channel. But we just wanted to share our wisdom and so forth because honestly, it can be made so easier with these tips that we have for you. So keep on watching, guys. So the first topic that we're gonna talk about is friends.
Friends.
Yeah, so one thing I'd really want to tell you guys is that there are different types of friends. I think 2017 and 2016 was trying to tell me this, and then 2018 kind of nip it in the bud. But like every friend isn't meant to have the same purpose in your life. Like you can't have the same standard for every friend, or you're gonna be disappointed. Like you can't think that everybody is doing the same thing or has to do the same thing. Like you have friends that you go to a party with, maybe you have friends that you only talk to at school.
Yeah.
You have one or two friends that you actually will talk to when you go home or at any point or time, you know.
Yeah,
So,
and like don't think that the same like you'll have the same set of friends through your entire high school career, so to speak, because you have different friends for different seasons, so to speak, or for different purposes.
Yeah.
And don't think that like you have to have like a set friend group.
You don't need a
Because
squad.
you don't need a squad.
You don't.
And you don't need to have like you don't even need to have like a best friend that is always with you. Yeah,
Exactly. And like, guys, I would very much want you guys to be very sociable. That's what I learned. I wish that I was more sociable in my younger years at Campion. And I wish that there was more people that I spoke to in the younger years, in my senior years of high school. Because honestly, there's pretty cool people in this world. And if you just spoke to a lot more people that you are around, like, you'd really enjoy your life at Campion more.
That's true. That's
Or
really
in
true.
high school.
Yeah. Oh, in high school, because we both go to Campion. That's
yeah,
right.
sorry.
Yeah, I realized that. I think I was a sociable person, but what I learned later down is that I think we said it before. Like you can't just expect everyone to be like not the same level as you, but have the same mindset as you.
Yeah, exactly.
And whereas sometimes that might not be what you want, sometimes it's good for like, you know, different perspectives that you may need. So yeah.
Yeah, and another thing too, I'd say to be like very upfront with your friends. Like, I mean, friends are there to kind of make school like a buffer, like buffer your school life.
Facts.
Make sure that you still stand up and you're fine and stuff like that.
Facts.
So, if you have a friend, make sure they're your friend and they're helping you out and you're doing the same thing for them. Like, don't have a person that's there and then they're just there and you're just like, but wait, why are we friends? You know? Like, the people that you have around you should mean something to you.
It should be like a two-way relationship, like a relationship between you guys. So you give and take. So you won't be taking from them all the time, and you also won't be giving from them all the time.
Yeah.
So make sure you have fun here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like no all work and no play.
Yeah. No.
Makes
That makes
Jacka.
no sense. And don't have too much fun.
Yeah, exactly. And make sure you have friends that, I mean, you can have your party friends and like your other friends, like different friend groups for different things.
Exactly.
But though, yeah.
The next thing that we're going to talk about is extracurricular activities. So that really encompasses anything that you do outside of schoolwork.
Yeah,
to
so
me.
outside of the classroom.
Yeah.
For my extracurriculars, they were like advocacy stuff, because I don't know, I think that was like probably my calling. I don't know if it's my purpose yet, but it's something that I always gravitated to. Like I liked speaking up for others who I felt didn't have a voice. So in first form, or the 7th grade, I started with student council, but I did stay with student council, and I didn't do a lot of advocacy in clubs in school. I did it outside. So like I did Talk Up Youth, and I did Jamaica Youth Advocacy Network, and until I formed my own Girls Who Know organization. So that was something I was always doing. And then I was always helping around schools, so I did a lot of community service. Teachers knew that they could call on me to help because I'm always willing to help. And like I did peer counseling, I don't know, a lot. Even cheerleading, stuff like that.
Stuff for houses.
Stuff, just, yeah. Peer counseling as well. So things that would help people. And that was kind of my extracurricular persona, so to speak.
Yeah. For me, I did sports. So in my 7 years of high school, I did both netball and track and field. Apart from sports, I did a lot of clubs. I went through medics, DIY. I did photography. I was doing media and production. I did stuff with the houses as well. I was sports captain, host captain, a lot of things, right? So I tried to do leadership roles because honestly, when I'm very passionate about something, I prefer to lead it and like try to help it get better.
Yeah.
So that's what I did in majority of the 3 of the clubs that I was a part of, and I joined clubs that were like in line with my passions. So basically, I allowed myself to develop through joining these clubs. And if I didn't see the clubs were doing what I thought them to do, I just tried to become the leader, you know? So in terms of extracurricular activities, I think that you should definitely try to join as much as possible in your lower years.
Yeah, do as much as you possibly can, especially in your lower years, because it's just when you have the most time.
Exactly.
And you have the most time to just learn.
Yeah, and you care the most.
Exactly, and you can dedicate the most of yourself
your
to
energy.
it.
Yeah.
And I feel like do as much. If you want to learn to drum, join drumming. If you want to learn to cook, join home ec or gourmet club. Don't be afraid. And I don't know if this was like an experience for you, but for me, people used to tell me I'm enough and I love do everything.
Definitely.
And I'm like, brother, in my life, I want to experience and know as much and learn as much as I can.
Yeah, I never want to limit myself.
Because I mean, this is like free.
Exactly. Exactly. So you should definitely, by the time you reach your senior years, like your last 2 years, I know in Jamaica or Caribbean countries you have 7 years if you're the 6th form, but in America you have 4 years of high school.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you reach your last 2 years or your last 3 years, you should have minimized the amount of things you've done to what you really would like to continue and maybe be a leader of, so that you can make it better and leave a legacy in the school.
Definitely.
Like, I definitely think that you must make an impact, you know? You must do something to contribute to the school and leave your mark. So just go around to the clubs. Don't be afraid. Just go in there one meeting. If you don't like it, come out, go to our next one. Just find what is right for you and try as much as possible to get involved in the school community.
Because, like, I feel like for me, I always wanted to make an impact, but I didn't know how I was going to. And then until I just stopped worrying about it, and then I felt like I did it. It's like I just want the place where I go to be just not to be the same. It must be better than how I came.
Exactly.
Right? So it must be better than how it was before I came there.
Yeah, and guys, you don't have to limit this to in school. There's so many organizations that are outside of school that could be related to what you want to do. So just Google it.
Literally Google or ask your friends, ask your parents. Your network is your net worth.
Real.
For real though. Like just ask people and don't be afraid. And you can ask like shoot your shot. So don't be afraid to like reach out to mentors and stuff like that, because you never know what will happen, because the worst them can say is no.
Exactly. Like anything you're passionate about, let people know about it, and you get so much help and support from it.
Facts.
Honestly, there's so many people around you don't even know that are doing the same thing, want to do the same thing. You can collaborate with and just get a better experience out of it.
For real.
Yeah, so the next topic we'll be talking about is mental health. So in my younger years at high school, I didn't really see the importance or the impact of mental health on my entire health. But I definitely think it's really important for you to recognize when there's an issue and to talk about it.
Yeah, for real.
Like, there are resources around you. Like, there's a guidance counselor. If you're not comfortable, talk to a guidance counselor. I highly recommend that you talk to people at home, your parents or your guardian. But the thing about it is that you just need to remember that your friends are there to listen to you vent more time, and they might not be the best person to give you advice because they're going through life at the same pace you are.
They're doing
They're in the same position
that you're doing.
So, I mean, although they're there to support you and they're genuinely there to want to make you better, they might not be able to make you better. So, definitely you should reach out for help if you think there's anything wrong, or you've been told that, maybe you should get this checked out or whatever, or just to ventilate your feelings. You always need to talk, but sometimes you need somebody who is, professionally there
equipped with
to help you
tools.
out.
Yeah, man, because as like same with you, because I didn't really realize I thought mental health was just something separate and apart from your actual physical health.
Yeah.
And there is no way it could have effects as well. Could have a lasting impact on your physical health, but it does, because I mean, just peace of mind can make you so much more. How do you explain? Just
It just makes you more stable and more you. You behave more you. Like when you just stress, you don't behave like yourself.
That's true. And you're more prone to even getting physically sick. Like your body will just literally just stop working.
Definitely. When I'm stressed out, I get sick. My body shuts down. I know I exerted myself too much when I get sick, physically, a flu. So for you to do your best in school and just do your best in life in general, and perform at your best in everything that you're doing in life, you just need to be healthy in general.
And what I found that worked for me was kind of like yoga, but I found it at the last part of high school. Yoga is really nice, and I just yoga and meditation, and I feel like it doesn't have to be yoga or meditation. Find something that you like to do and dedicate even a half hour one day, or just sometimes just doing something that you like to do that is not schoolwork.
Definitely.
Because it will just give you the time to just de-stress.
And if you're able to stay after school with friends or your year group. At our school, we had a building for our sixth form.
Yeah.
So we would have people in the building that you could just chill with or chat with or just, chill, So you had people to talk to, and you're not thinking about work. You're just relaxing. So my relaxer was track a lot. Even now I'm on summer and I feel like I need to exercise for me to be energetic or for me to have a productive day. I just feel like I'm not doing nothing if I don't do that, So just finding something that can help you to relax and just a breather is really helpful.
Yeah, and what I realized, to find something that is cheap that you like doing.
Yeah.
So even if it's even if it's just going and having, I don't know, a cup of coffee with your friends, or you guys can go out to buy frozen yogurt one day, or Fridays. I know I used to finish school early on a Friday. I'll probably go with some friends to Sovereign.
Same, I go to Tasty.
Or Tasties, and you just chill and just have you don't. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Just something that de-stresses you.
And something that you can look forward to.
Something that you can look forward to, for real.
Yeah.
So, mental health is definitely important, because our high school was very, very, very demanding of us, really, academic-wise. And for you to survive healthily, mental health had to be we had to have some sort of support system,
definitely,
to get through it well. Yes, guys, bonus clip, obviously, because we didn't talk about men and girls and romantic relationships.
Yeah.
And we feel like that's a huge part of going through high school. So yeah.
Definitely. So I think that, or what I learned, I should say, is that, so really and truly, I prefer to be in a relationship with a person that I would see as my best friend or a good friend of mine. So once I think you have maybe found somebody that is that, but more, I guess, then I think it's you definitely have a better relationship with that person.
Definitely.
So I don't think it's necessarily needed or necessary to be in a relationship. I just think that if you think you can handle it, if you have handled it, if it has been healthy, I think that yeah, that's fine. But totally don't think that in your younger years, it is necessary. And honestly, it's something that will be available.
Yeah, after and
high
like during
school.
college as
Yeah,
well.
and I think you'll be more you and know more what you want out of a person, and just appreciate yourself first, and then know what you want from somebody. You get me? So
Yeah, definitely.
you don't need to worry about that. If it's something that you are in right now, just check yourself and make sure that it is healthy. And going
Yeah,
forward,
make sure it's like it's a relationship, so there's give and take.
Exactly.
Like a regular friendship.
Exactly.
And you want to make sure that you're not using this person as a crutch because you're afraid of being alone, or you don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is make sure that and I mean, this doesn't come overnight.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why you hear adults say, you might want to wait until you're older before you get into a relationship or a serious relationship, because it's you and another person, and you want to make sure that you know who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you're willing to accept, and stuff like that, and what you're willing to compromise. And I feel like your high school years, while you can you can do that, and you can have fun, because I'm pretty being in a relationship is fun because you have fun with the person and stuff like that, but you want to make sure that it's more good than bad, so it's causing you more benefit than negative for both of you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So
I think that's it. That's our little 2 cents on relationships.
Guys, so that is 7 things that we learned in our 7 years of high school.
Woo!
I really hope you guys enjoyed it and you got some, wisdom and advice. It was truly our pleasure. We'd love to talk to you guys about it, or anybody about what we've learned, to be honest.
And if there's any tip that you'd like us to expound on more, then definitely comment on either of our videos, and we'll be sure to even do another collab with more people.
Exactly.
If you'd like. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to Leonie
and subscribe to Chelsea. Definitely, please, guys, just support.
We have both of us have a lot of exciting content that's coming soon. So we're 2 Campionites ready to take on the world. Woo! And I hope you guys join us in that journey. So until next time,
bye.
Bye.